So, welcome everyone. I'll give everyone a few minutes to join in. Before I start, you might notice my voice is a little congested today. I have a bit of a stuffy nose and a sore throat. So, um, if you hear some sniffling or coughing, that would be why. But welcome to today's practice. We'll be doing a compassionate body scan, and as always, this is a meditation and live Q&A. So feel free to share your comments about the practice as well as any questions that you have in the comments or chat section, and I'll read through them after the practice. Before we get started, just let me know where you're joining from. So you can just share in the comments what country or city you're joining in from. I am in Sweden, just outside of Stockholm. And it's beautiful sunny day. It's lovely spring weather. And it's nice to have the return of the warm weather and the lighter days. So let me know where you're joining from. And in the meantime, I'll just give a bit of an introduction to the practice that I intend to lead today. So this will be a compassionate body scan, and I did one of these a few weeks ago. So it might be similar if you were here for that one, or it might be completely new to you. Everyone's welcome here, but we're going to be doing a pretty basic body scan, incorporating both mindfulness and um, welcoming or opening to or softening into a sense of care and compassion for the body. So being a little bit congested, this is well suited for me today. So I hope it's well suited for you as well. Um, this practice is not about forcing compassion upon ourselves. I know that we all have very different relationships with our bodies, and so um, consider this just an invitation to see where you might be able to open to a little bit more compassion than before. So if currently, if we're working with a body part and you sense that your capacity for care or compassion is here, maybe just exhaling, seeing if it can open to here. And if you're here, exhaling and seeing if it can open to here. But there's no expectations for this practice. We'll each experience this a little bit differently. And this shifts from person to person, from moment to moment, from day to day, and year to year. So I welcome you to welcome your practice, whatever it looks like or feels like in this moment. So again, I would love to know where you're joining in from. We typically have people from all over the world. I'm just going to post a comment here. So as people drop in, please feel free to introduce yourselves, say hello, what part of the world you're located in. But other than that, we can get started. For this practice, I invite you just to find a comfortable position. So you don't need to be in any specific meditation posture per se. You can be seated or lying down. You could even be standing, and you should be comfortable. So you want to be relaxed, but at the same time, somewhat alert. So your energy should be open, so that you're able to stay awake, stay present, and stay with us through the practice. So again, we're looking for a comfortable and yet alert posture. So just taking your time to settle in. I'm just going to give a couple more moments for some more people to join us. But in the meantime, if you're seated or lying down, just make sure that you have whatever you need to support you. So maybe that's extra cushions or blankets, anything at all. If you have notifications on your phone, You might want to silence those for the time being. And when you're ready, just you can gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. So, whatever feels most supportive for you for this practice. And just take a moment to arrive mentally wherever you are physically. So, we are always where we are physically, and yet the mind can carry us into the past or the future. And so, seeing if just by checking in with the felt sensation of your body against the surface beneath you, you can almost ground your mind into this present moment where your body rests. So, noticing what it feels like to be supported by gravity and connected to the earth. Connected to the space that is physically supporting you. And then checking in with your breath. So you might take a few mindful breaths now, or you might take a few deeper cleansing breaths. So maybe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just breathing in any way that feels supportive for you, that helps you to settle into your body and into the body of the earth. And if your mind wanders at any point during this practice, or if any body part feels too difficult to sit with, you can come back to the breath or just back to that sense of being connected to the earth. Let's begin just by drawing our awareness towards the crown of the head and into the forehead, the entire space of the head above your brows. And first, just sense into this part of your body, the upper head, just noticing what is here. So it might be pleasant, there might be an unpleasant sensation, or it might be relatively neutral. So just noticing what is here in the upper head without judgment. And then welcoming in or opening to a sense of care and compassion for this part of your body. So you might sense warmth or spaciousness or light in this place. Or you might offer it a loving prayer or wish, such as, may you be well, may you be at ease. There's opening to a sense of care for your upper head in whatever way feels natural to you. And then shift your awareness a little bit further down into your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, and your mouth. Just sensing into the lower half of your head space. Just noticing what is here in the lower half of your head without judgment. Whether it's pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral sensations. And then seeing if you can open to or welcome in a sense of care and compassion for all the cells and the different parts of the lower half of your head. Maybe even offering the wishes, may you be well, may you be at ease. And then feel this sense of care sinking down into your throat. Noticing what's here in the throat without judgment. And seeing if you can welcome in a sense of care for your entire neck. Knowing again that if any part of the body feels too challenging to be with in this moment, you can shift your awareness towards the breath or towards your connection with the surface beneath you. And letting your awareness drop down through your throat and into your shoulders, your collarbone. Maybe taking a breath into this space if that feels comfortable for you. And just noticing what's here. And then welcoming in a sense of care and compassion for your shoulders, and for your collarbone, your upper chest. May they be at ease. And then see if you can let your awareness sink down your upper arms, through your elbows, passing through your lower arms and into your hands. And seeing if you can open to a sense of care and maybe even appreciation for your arms. May they be well, and may they be at ease. And then call your awareness back up from your hands, through your arms, up through your shoulders, into your chest, and into your heart space. Breathing into the heart, maybe even resting a palm on the heart if that feels supportive for you. And whatever is here in your heart, whatever sorts of sensations, seeing if you can soften into or welcome in a sense of care and compassion for your heart. And offer your heart any words of compassion, any well wishes that resonate with you. Perhaps, may you be well, may you be at ease. And then let your awareness drop down into your belly and all the organs within the area around your stomach. Your organs of digestion, reproduction, absorption, elimination. If it feels natural and supportive for you, you could even let your hands rest on your belly. Just noticing whatever is here without judgment. If there is judgment, seeing if you can soften any judgments of the judgment. And then welcoming in a sense of care and compassion for your belly and all the organs in and around it. Offering any words to this part of your body that it might need to hear. Letting your awareness drop now into your thighs, noticing what's here, into your knees and your lower legs, and into your feet. Sensing into both legs in their entirety. And seeing if you can sense into or invite in a sense of care for your legs, from your hips all the way down to your toes. And offering your legs any words that they might need to hear in this moment. Any words of care or gratitude or support. May they be well. And then seeing if you can sense into your entire body. Feeling the fullness of your presence in this body in this moment. And then taking a few full body breaths, as if you were breathing into every cell of your body. And as you breathe in, seeing if you can open to expand into even just a little bit more self-care and self-compassion for your entire body. May this body be well. May this body be at ease. May you love and honor this body exactly as it is in this moment. And before we close this practice, maybe taking a palm to rest on the heart space, and bowing your head gently. And offering yourself any final words of care that you might need to hear in this moment. And if you feel called to, maybe setting an intention to carry self-care and self-compassion with you through the rest of your day. Taking a couple more mindful or deep breaths. Letting your hand come to rest in your lap if it's been resting on your heart. Feeling once again into the surface that supports you. Feeling that you are connected, supported by gravity. Maybe bringing a bit of light movement into your fingers, your toes, your shoulders. And slowly opening your eyes whenever you're ready. So thank you so much for joining me for that practice. I would love to know how it was for you, whatever your experience was, any reflections or insights that came, whatever your experience was at all, feel free to share them in the comments section. It looks like we had some trouble connecting to LinkedIn. So I am just going to share the link to the YouTube channel for those who might be wanting to join in still from LinkedIn. And in the meantime, feel free to share any comments, reflections that you had about this practice, or any questions at all about self-compassion, leaning into compassion for the body, or anything mindfulness related at all. I see some people shared where they're joining from, Egypt, EU, currently living in Mexico. Sue said, let me tell you that mindfulness is appreciated. I'm so glad. We have someone from Denmark, so not too far from me. I'm again here in Sweden. And Arun, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but from Pakistan. So yeah, that practice was just a simple body scan, which incorporated self-compassion and compassion for the different parts of the body that we worked through. Um, as I said in the beginning, this type of practice is not about forcing ourselves to feel positively about the body or um, trying to manipulate ourselves into feeling a different way about different parts of the body or about different sensations that we're having in the body. It's really just about seeing where we might soften into or open to or invite in gently a little bit more compassion for this body that carries us throughout our entire lives. The physical body is our vessel, and we don't often spend so much time really caring for it and tending to it. Um, or perhaps we do on a physical level. So maybe we eat the right foods for our bodies, or we exercise. Um, but our thoughts are also food, and the thoughts that we have, the inner energy we uh, express towards our physical body has a large impact on our well-being. Um, and so often I mean, the physical body, a lot of us have very complicated relationships with it, or at least with certain parts of the body. Um, and so this practice is a reminder that we can take pause to see if we can open to a different relationship or open to a little bit more love and appreciation and care for this physical vessel that does so much for us. Um, and I incorporated into this practice some loving kindness affirmations. I find for some people that can help to tap into that energy of compassion. So we all experience, we can all experience compassion in different ways, in a variety of different ways, and some of us might be more inclined to experience it in one way versus another way. So when you're feeling into compassion, you might feel that as, excuse me, simply warmth or spaciousness or a softening or relaxing or a simple sense of peace or wholeness. You might experience it as light, um, as openness. Um, but a lot of people also experience it as words, as um, this relationship between the thinking mind and the thoughts that we have and that body part. So that's why affirmations can be quite helpful, maybe to open up to those other feelings, let's say of spaciousness or relaxation or lightness, whatever it is. And it's important also with affirmations that we try and find affirmations that really resonate with us. So I chose two there as examples. Um, may you or may they, that these body parts that we're referring to, be well, may they be at ease. But if these affirmations or any affirmations in any type of practice don't resonate with you, don't speak to the heart of what you are needing most deeply in that moment, you can always modify the affirmations in a way that speaks to you, that is the most nourishing for you. Um, So if there's any comments or questions, please do share them in the chat. We'll be here for a little bit longer. For those of you that maybe were expecting Sean, I think I will be taking over these Thursday live streams, at least for the most part. And yeah, so I have some thoughts of different practices that we can do going forward. And also, if there's certain mindfulness related practices that you're interested in or that you feel called to, please also let me know, typing into the comment section. Um, Last week, we did a beautiful practice on connecting with the earth and feeling gratitude for the earth. Um, Caring for nature is one of my what I feel called to uh, the most, or one of the most topics. Um, but there's lots that we can explore. Gratitude practice is also another one of my favorites, and self-compassion. I think so many of us could use a little bit more self-compassion. We can be so hard on ourselves, and sometimes it's easier to offer to others the compassion that our bodies need and desire as well. So um, these, amongst other topics, mindfulness of breathing, a basic body scan, we'll explore in the coming weeks. If you would like to connect with me elsewhere, Mindfulness Exercises does have a online community. So I've just posted that there in the chat section. So you can join us there, and you can also make any requests for certain practices in the community. So let me see. Rasu has just left a comment. And hello, Rasu. On YouTube, this mindful practice with compassion diverts the thoughts to sensations of certain parts of the body during the body scan. How long this practice need to be practiced or cultivated every day? I think this will vary from person to person. It's hard to give an exact specific answer. Also because I think for each one of us, this practice might be something that we're more called to at different times in our lives. So some people might find that they drop into this type of practice in a formal way, such as we've done here, less frequently. Or some people might do a formal compassionate body scan practice daily for a period of time. One thing that helps me to get a sense of what I need most is simply to ask myself that question in the morning, like, what would be of greatest service to me? Does my physical body need some care and compassion? Is my mind scattered? Do I maybe need some focus? Am I feeling disconnected from the beauty and blessings of life? And perhaps then I need a gratitude practice. So I think it's difficult to quantify the exact length of time that we would do these practices. A formal practice like this could be anywhere from as short as 5 minutes to 30 or 40 minutes. And I think that our experience level with meditation, how long we're comfortable sitting, will indicate how long we will practice for. I will say that I think for the most part, it's a good idea to do shorter practices that are sustainable. So in my personal opinion, I think if you did this type of practice for 5 or 10 minutes on a regular basis, or any type of practice for a shorter period of time on a regular basis, I think that will have a longer impact in the long run than sitting for 45 minutes once a week. Other people might have different opinions on this, but I think that having these short practices helps us to weave mindfulness and self-compassion into our lives in a more regular, embodied type of way. This practice, we could turn it into a 1-minute practice, a 30-second practice. Some people might decide that they want to incorporate a compassionate body meditation for 30 seconds every morning or every night. So you could wake up in the morning, gently scan the body from head to toe. Not quickly, but not going into the depth of all the different areas that we did today, and just feeling that sense of care and compassion. For some people, it will be easy to tap into that. For others, it might need a little bit more time, or even like a guided practice. Um, or even this type of practice can be turned into simple well wishes offered to ourselves at the end of night as we crawl into bed. You know, just saying to our body, may you be well, may you rest with ease, may you be healthy. So I think there's lots of different ways that it can be incorporated. And again, I don't think there's a specific time that it should be, a specific length. I think for each one of us that will be different, and that will change throughout our lives. But I think in general, with any type of mindfulness practice, the more regularly we do something, the more embodied it becomes. The more of a way it becomes part of our way of life. Um, I'm going to share another article in the comment section. So this will be heading to Facebook and YouTube. It looks like we're still having issues with LinkedIn. But this is an article that includes links to different self-compassion practices. So, we don't have to do this exact type of self-compassion for the body practice every single day. We can explore different ways of connecting with ourselves, with the physical body, with compassion. So there's lots of different practices that we can consider. Merite says thank you. I don't know if I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. But yeah, thank you to everyone for joining in. Rasu, I'm glad that was helpful, hopefully for you. And I will be here next Thursday as well. I'm not sure what the practice will be yet, but I will schedule something soon. I think we may also have another live earlier next week as well. Keep your eye out for that. I don't know the exact date or time off the top of my head, but yeah, there may be two next week. Rasu joining from Ottawa, Canada. Lovely. I am originally from Toronto, but I've been here in Sweden for, I guess, 3 years now. So thank you all again for joining. Carol from South Africa. We tend to have people from all over the world here, which is really, really lovely. So whatever time of day it is for you, whether you're, just finishing breakfast or lunch or getting ready for bed, I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. And may we all carry this energy of compassion towards ourselves throughout the rest of the day. Even if this comes in as little reminders, just taking pause to check in and seeing if we can wish our bodies well. So thank you again, and hopefully I'll see some of you here next week. Take care. And thank you. Oh, before I head out, I just want to catch these last comments. Elfrida from Navajo Nation. I had tears to tell my body I will treat it better and feed it better. Beautiful. Tears, can be so powerful when we're naturally brought to tears like that. It can be very difficult, for sure. But I hope that was an opportunity for you to develop or to feel into that beautiful connection that you have with your body, and that's always there and always available to you. So thank you for sharing that. And Katie Cat says, thank you for taking time to share a moment of peace. My pleasure. Um, really thank you to all of you. You know, even if I'm leading this is something that we're co-creating, and that we're practicing together, even if we can't, I can't see you and we all can't see one another. There's something really nice knowing that there's a group of us practicing together at the same time. Um, so you can feel that in your hearts today, that you've practiced with a whole variety of people today from all over the world. So thank you for your energy. Thank you for your practice and for your comments. And I will see you next week if you're available to join in. So take care. And beautiful of Frida or Alfreda. It's beautiful. I wish you much healing and peace and well-being. So take care, everyone.